What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Panda here. Like I said in the last video, guys, we are going to be finally using our brand new Crowdor in the Immortal Codex in this video. Let's see if he can give us some better luck. Now that he's Northerner and on our account, I'm really excited. Let's dive right into this. And welcome back, guys. Like I said, let's test out Crowdor. I'm going to quickly show you guys one more time what we did with the Crowdor. In case you didn't see the previous video where we finally fused him, you can know exactly what he's using, how far he's built, etc, etc. So first things first, guys, we obviously have him at 6-star level 60, fully promoted. We love that. And then we have some gear for him. And the gear that I put on him is a little wonky, I'm not going to lie. It's a little kind of out there because he's a defense-built champion. And yet I am using some HP pieces of gear on him. The reason I'm doing this is because specifically the Lord bonus that we get from Isolde, if we go and we look at it, it specifically says that they grant faction team members a shield equal to 20% of their max HP for 20 seconds. So because of that, and because of the fact that the main place I'm going to be using him is going to be in the Immortal Codex, even though he is a defense-based champion, you don't deal damage in the Immortal Codex, you just need to survive and block. So because of that, we are using 2 pieces of HP on the right side, but we are using a defense piece. This piece is mainly because we wanted to complete the Guardian set, because this 15% damage reduction is actually very, very important. Then we have some actually really nice rolled pieces over here on the left side, including this amazing gold defense bonus with some, other really good stats, and this really nice rolled double purple with the defense and the HP bonus. This puts his total stats at 92,690 when it comes to HP and over 10k on defense. He's going to be very, very, very tanky. Then, of course, we do have his skills. I only use everything up to the skill crystals because I don't want to use the skill crystals on him just yet. I want to see what I can do without using skill crystals. We were actually incredibly lucky and we got 3 of the 4 required for his ultimate. If I could get this last skill cost, that would be amazing, but I really don't want to invest in it just yet. I want to see how well he does without it before I invest any further. We did also get 2 into his Braveheart passive. This is actually really nice because it does give us the increased chance to stun, or not the increased chance, but it gives us the extra attack to stun. So we actually end up doing 6 basic attacks that stun everyone in front of us, which is really, really nice, because it'll give us some extra duration of blocking people if we do ever get to the point where we are overwhelmed when it comes to block. Of course, in order to help with that, we also have a Bastion Ring on him. This takes him from 3 block to 4 block, and also will give him that additional 16% magic and physical damage reduction. Not only that, though, but when he uses his ultimate, we're going to have 6 block, which is really good. We're also going to increase our defense by 100%. So not only are we going to be getting this 2% stacking defense, right, which is going to start at 10k, right? We have 10k defense. We're going to be gaining 2% stacking up to 20. So we're going to be getting an additional 2,000, which is going to take us to roughly 12,000 and change. Then we're going to double that, going all the way up to 24,000, potentially 25,000, depending on the little numbers, which I'm not doing the very specific math. But this is really, really good. And that's, of course, not even including the Isolde Lord skill, which is going to give just a flat 10% to all basic attributes, which includes defense. So I really think Crowdor is going to be incredibly tanky. I have not actually tried him yet in the Immortal Codex, so this is going to be the first attempt, and I'm going to be doing it live with you guys here. I'm really excited about it. So this is the team we're going to be using, okay? We have Isolde, we have Avalyn, we have Olag, we have Brokir, we have Reeve. This is the same team I used before. The only difference is we are taking out Baron and we are putting in Crowdor. I think this is going to be a really big difference because our Crowdor is going to have a lot more survivability just because of the way his kit is built, but also because he's now under that North Throne. We're going to get the additional 10% stats that Baron was not able to get. He's also a legendary, so he has just higher base stats in general, and also he's going to get that additional shield every 20 seconds based on his max HP. And his max HP is over 90,000, so he's going to get a good chunk of survivability just from that being built in. So let's go ahead and dive in. We're going to double check, make sure everyone has everything on that they need. Like, look at that. We're missing some pieces. Let's get some pieces going here. Let's throw in And we can just throw this piece on her. I'm not super worried about everything. Let's make sure she has a Bastion Ring. Beautiful. Then we have our Evelyn here who is geared. Perfect. She has her Bastion Ring. Beautiful. Olag is geared and Bastion Ring. Beautiful. And then we have our Brokir here who's geared with Bastion Ring. Love that. And then we'll just double check here. This is not the correct set. So we're going to go and find... because I'm pretty sure I have a set on somebody. I don't remember who it was, but there was somebody that had a Guardian set that I was willing to steal from because I don't use them. I thought I did. Maybe I don't. Let's keep looking here. I guess I don't. So let's see if we can find a Guardian set. We might actually not be able to get a Guardian set here. Yeah, we're actually not going to be able to get a Guardian set, I think, at all, which is unfortunate. But that is okay. We'll keep him in this set. It's not the end of the world. He still has some good stats, right? 107k HP, 6400 defense. Definitely not bad. Oh, and let's make sure he has the Bastion Ring on as well. See, he does not. So let's go find a Bastion Ring. Boom, boom. And let's put that on. And, you know, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, hold on. Regulus. Oh, no, he doesn't have the gear. Okay, perfect. All right, so we are good to go. We have our team ready to go. The only thing that I really think could really make a big difference here would be if we were to get Reeve a Guardian set. But let's go ahead and dive in. I think one of the things that's important is to make sure we balance out our block. So what we're going to do is we're going to make sure that Evelyn and Crodor are on opposite sides, because I think that's going to help us balance out our stuff quite a bit more. So we're going to put Brokir and Olag in their typical places. Then we're going to go ahead and put Crodor here and Evelyn here. Actually, wait, nope, I lied. Hold on. We're going to try this one more time. I lied because I actually want Reeve to be on one of these sides here. So we're going to go ahead and do this and this, which actually that's the wrong sides, but that's fine. We're going to put Crodor here. We're going to put Reeve here. Then we're going to put Evelyn here and Isolde here. And this is, I think, going to actually make a pretty big difference because we have a little more balanced block now. Right, we might need to move Olag over here to Brokir's side. That may be something we end up having to do, but we'll see what happens. Our goal here is just to block as much as we can, and we're gonna see how it goes. So we're going pretty successfully now. Once we get to the boss stage, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn auto on, and I'm gonna see how well we do with just the auto on. And then we may end up trying and doing something a little bit different. And we'll see what happens, though. So we're going to wait just a little longer. We're going to let them start to sort of come through. We're going to save ultimates for as long as we can, because there's really no reason to use the ultimates until we really need them. So we'll go ahead and turn it on now. Go ahead and pop our ultimates. This is going to start giving us a lot of things. Like, for example, we're going to get some increased block, which is really helpful. We're going to get some extra damage, some stuns, for example, from our Reeve here. And his stuns actually hit this wave over here on the right, which is, I think, one of the biggest things. You'll notice here that, like, Isolde is not even being touched because we're just getting so much block from Crodor, which is insane to me. And I love that. But yeah, we're doing really well. Of course, we're not quite to the point where it matters too much, right? We're still sort of holding off. You know, we're not to the point where, like, we start to have issues yet, right? We're still pretty early on. We're going to start getting overwhelmed here pretty shortly, unless Crodor really makes that big of a difference. But let's see what happens here. So we're starting to get some people making it to the back, which is not super surprising. We did get one that actually was able to make it through, which is unfortunate. But only one is not too bad. We're in a pretty good spot right now. And now we have some big block on the left side with Crodor's ultimate, as well as Isolde's ultimate gives that additional block. No one's breaking through. Okay, one broke through, but that's okay. We did lose Reeve on the right side, so we're going to have a lot of people starting to come through on this right side, which is a little unfortunate. But we are blocking a ton on the left side, which is really good. Let's see how much longer we can survive here. We may need to swap the Olag and the Broke here. I normally have Olag on the right side here, so that was honestly just a mistake. But we're doing pretty good so far. Let's see what happens. We're definitely going to start falling. Let's block here with Reeve just to try to slow things down. See if we can get any more. Is that better? I don't know if that's better. I think that's pretty close to what we already had. But let's see what happened there. Was this a better score? It was not a better score. Okay, so close, but not quite there. So let's try one more time. And let's make sure we put the people on the right side, because I think Olag being on that right side is actually really important, because he gets that extra block. And something else actually that maybe is a good idea, because we know that Reeve is going to die. So what I'm thinking is a good idea is let's do this and Reeve, and then let's put Crodor here. And then we'll do this and this and that. This might actually be better because we know that Reeve is going to die, and Crodor gives us a ton of extra block, and Oleg gives us a ton of extra block with their ultimates. So there's a good chance that this actually ends up doing more for us because Reeve's going to end up dying, right? And we know that Reeve's going to end up dying for several reasons. One, he doesn't have the bonuses that Isolde brings, including the stat boosts and the shields, but also two, he's not using a Guardian set, right? He has the Glacier set on, which is not super helpful here. But I think this could actually prove to be better because we're going to be able to stall a little bit more on this right side with the Crodor ultimate, because he actually ends up getting an additional block in comparison to Avalyn being on that right side. And Olag has more block than Brokir does because of the ultimate as well, right? So that's kind of, I think, a good idea. Another thing we could potentially do is actually put Reeve in Crodor's spot here, which would allow us to keep Reeve alive slightly longer because Crodor will help protect him. But then we'll end up losing the slow and the stun that Reeve provides with his ultimate. So there's a little bit of downsides. We'll definitely give both a try because there's potential that Reeve, it just makes more sense to put Reeve down here in the bottom because less things are going to get to him, which means he's going to take less damage overall. So maybe that means he ends up surviving longer, which means more block, right? Which ultimately ends up equaling more damage. So there is a potential that that is a better option. We'll see what happens. Let's go ahead and keep going on this attempt though. I'm liking it so far. We're doing really well. Not taking too much damage on the Reeve. Reeve is healing pretty nicely overall. We're getting lots of CC here. We do have the Crodor ultimate, unfortunately, when it doesn't matter too much. That's the downside of using auto ultimates, right? But overall, we're still blocking everything, which is really important. Here comes another Reeve ultimate, which is going to be really helpful because we're about to have a big wave coming through. So we're going to get some nice slows and stuns out, which is really good. Some people start to break through, and here comes Crodor. He actually slows it down, so Crodor is going to have his ultimate, which is really good. We do get one that slips through, unfortunately. But we hit S before Reeve went down, which is actually really good. There's the S+. Reeve's probably going to go down here very soon. Yep, there goes Reeve. And unfortunately, a ton of people are making it through. Wow, this did not go as well as the previous runs did. This is definitely not as good. Crodor's doing really good things, man, but I don't know. Maybe Reeve's not the play. Maybe we need someone that survives more. I really thought that Reeve would be really good. And I'm not saying that he's not, right? But maybe he's just not doing what we need him to do. Like we're seeing Reeve here, but this is also, you know, adding in Cyrus with his extra blocks and Gone with his crazy blocks. So maybe he's not the play. Who else are people? I don't think anyone's really using anything else, though. I think that he is kind of... We've got Trusk, but of course I don't have Trusk. Hey. This guy's in my guild. Shout out to two. Anyways, yeah, I think that he's probably still the best option, though. Which is a little unfortunate. But yeah, see, we're seeing things like this, right, with the Guardian set. So that's pretty much the main issue, is that we're just we don't have the Guardian set for him. So let's try the other thing I was talking about, which is putting him sort of in the back so that he survives a little bit longer. We'll throw Olag here, Brokir here, Avalon here, Crodor here, Reeve there, and Isolde there. And maybe this ends up working out quite a bit better. It could also potentially make sense actually to throw Reeve in this middle slot, because then when he ults, he's going to hit both sides, which is a potentially good play. That could be something that we do. I don't want this video to be super long. We're already at 15 minutes. So I think we'll try this last strat and kind of see, you know, how this works out, see if we make some progress. And then maybe I'll do another video a little bit later with like a final push of Immortal Codex, and kind of see what we can do. Because there is definitely some potential for some good stuff going on. But yeah, so we'll go ahead and start popping some ultimates. I want to try and keep Reeve alive as long as I can. So preventing characters from getting to Reeve, I think, is a really good play. And I think that we're going to do a really good job at that overall. Yeah, looks like only one's going to get through, which is not bad at all. Okay, there goes the second one, but that's still fine. And everyone's going to be dead, so should hopefully only get one or two that makes it through here again, which is good. Let's see what happens. Or actually, none of them actually made it through. Crodor is so good, man. I gotta say, Crodor is just so good, specifically for Codex. I really hope that this is something that they actually keep doing, is bringing in champions that are good in game modes as free champions. That's the important part of my statement, is bringing them into the game as free champions. So fusions, you know, special events that give you copies of characters, right? Like we were able to get copies of Voroth in previous events, right? I think that that's something that's important, is that they're free, or at least free to play possible, right? So, you know, maybe you have to spend some gems for it, fine, but making it so that it's not an RNG pull or, you know, an ancient champion, right? Because that would be a completely different ball game. But yeah, I really like where we're headed right now. I think that we're in a good spot. Look at that. Reeve actually slowing them down long enough. Wow, this is actually working way better than it did before, which is really exciting. Some are still going to make it through, but we actually stalled really, really well. So there goes Reeve, unfortunately, finally falling, but everyone else is still alive, and we're already at our best score right now. So we're actually, I think, going to definitely get a new record here, because here comes some points right now. Come on. These things need to die before Crodor does, please. Oh no, they were so close. That's okay though. 173 is definitely a new record. So that is exciting. I don't know where that puts us. But let's see who got the most kills here. Avalon doing work, and then Reeve, of course, and Crodor doing work as well. But yeah, let's see where that puts us in terms of rankings. We're still top 2%. So, and we're still 109,000 from breaking into triple S. So there's definitely still some room to grow. We still have a little right around 7 days left from the time I'm recording this video. But I like this. I think this team is good. I'll probably just keep running some auto fights and see what I can do. Maybe see if we can pump up some gear. It might not be a bad idea to take these Bastion rings up to +10 for the ones that don't currently have it. We'll see what we end up trying to do. It may not be a bad idea also to invest some skill crystals into this team, but specifically on Crodor, I think to try and get the ultimate up. That extra 100 skill energy could be a game changer. But guys, if you like this video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button to let me know that you like the video. Leave a comment down below with, are you using your Crodor in Immortal Codex? And if not, why? Because I think you definitely should be, because he's just so good. And also, don't forget to hit that sub button. We're trying to make a big push for 5,000 subs by the end of the year. I'd really love to hit that. We're really close to 2,500. We only need about 200, actually less than 200. I think it's like 150 or so, 160 at this point of the game. So I'm really excited about that. Hopefully we can hit 2,500. Maybe by the end of the month. That could be exciting. If not, maybe we can do it by my birthday. My birthday's in July. That'd be really cool if we could hit 25 subs for my birthday. I'd love that. But guys, that's going to be it for me today. I really hope you enjoyed it. Hopefully you guys like the videos, and let's see what happens. I'm going to go ahead and head out here, and I'll let you guys finish watching this, and then we'll end that video. But hope you enjoyed it, and let's see what else this run can do.